in 2026 and you do not have social media, you won't make it.
I don't think I've ever really heard my voice, like really heard my voice.
Do you like your voice?
I don't know. I don't know. Do you like your voice?
I used to not like my voice.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounded weird. Like, it sounded weird to me.
Like, did you feel like when did you not like your voice? When you're hitting the teenage years, or do you mean like...
All the way up until, like, 30.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't think... Well, because, like, introverted, like... Yeah, and, like, just...
Was it the tone, or was it just the words you were using?
I think everything.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe lack of self-confidence, too. Mm-hmm. But now I'm like... I is who I is.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? I was just listening to something the other day. They were talking about like how you sit, how your shoulders have to be more than 5 inches from here to show confidence, your tone. But I've never actually heard my tone of voice until just now, until I put these earphones on. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but like it just, I don't know.
When you look confident.
I've entered a stage where I'm like, this is who I am. Like, I'm not gonna change. And it's like my authentic, genuine self. I would say
I like it.
That's the vibe. But welcome back to this is another episode of the Did You Eat Yet podcast.
No, we did not eat.
And I'm.
You hungry? You starving? You hangry?
I feel like energy is a little low.
That's all right. We'll get this energy up. What's in your solo cup?
This is my Costco energy drink.
Man, you and Costco.
Yeah, Costco energy drink. Yeah, it's great value, tastes good. I rock with it.
We need I think we really do need to consider getting Costco as a sponsor at this point.
That would be awesome.
You mention them like almost every podcast you mention them.
That is true.
I think we need to be posting up in Costco.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
But it's been cool. The Lacey Costco. So every year they do like the Seattle's Children's Hospital donation type of thing, and yeah, it's been like I think four years now, where every year we contribute. We make a donation to the Children's Hospital, and then Costco give you a little, like, kind of like a shout out to.
Oh, I know. Alex sent me a picture. She was like, "Hey,
let's
look
go.
at this crazy! This is crazy."
Yeah, it was just something cool. Like, obviously, as a brand, we've never cared for like recognitions and stuff like that, but it's cool to.
What's for a good cause? You know
it's cool to see.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something I really care about. The same thing for like awards, because right now is the Best of South Sound award season. I don't know if voting is still open.
No, they actually
closed.
They closed last week or the week before.
I have a very, I don't know if it's unpopular, but I actually don't care for that at all.
Tell me why.
I think those awards, it doesn't really highlight the best of something.
Well, what would you define as being like the best of?
It's like you categorize a whole bunch of things, right? Like there's so many categories, right? And it's like there's not even that many like businesses and organizations in Thurston County to be like involved in all that. And then you got to pay for your marketing, right? You can pay for extra spotlights. You can pay, and I'm like, well, how exactly does that? Essentially, it's a popularity contest, and it doesn't. Cause like I feel like, and then people go crazy about it, right? You gotta pay if you win. You gotta pay for the plaque. You gotta pay for listings and all that. I'm like, that's cool. To each his own, but
I think it just becomes more of a marketing gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a gimmick, but
don't you feel like it's I mean, when I was younger, when it was Best of Anything coming from Florida, I mean, it was truly people actually getting online and voting. Like people were really looking for reviews. Or like, even when people are writing reviews. Remember back in the day, I don't know how it was in California, you had food critics, like actual food critics. You don't have that anymore. Now you're just going based upon like Yelp or Google for reviews or best of whatever. It's not even the same as it was where there was actual value to it. Now it's just...
It might sound like I'm hating a little bit.
It's okay. You can hate. You can hate. It's okay.
But it was just something that like they reach out to, they reach out to us every year. It's like, hey, you've been nominated for things. I'm like,
Do they even have a category for markets?
They like I think it's under family attractions or like annual events. But then what we do is so broad and like in a non-traditional way that it's hard to put us in a category. And does it even bring you more business? Because even for us, we've gotten best of, South Sound, and it's not as though it drove in more business. Yeah, like I think it's also weird, just like for a lot of times when you receive like sponsorship proposals, and it's like the main thing is always exposure, right? Exposure in this and our social media, and I'm like, our brand and our company, we are more aggressive on social media than anybody in this. I mean, getting one shot out on someone else's platform isn't. So I'm like, and also it's just like if you're not consistent on social media marketing, that's true. Like, you don't even have the audience to promote. Well, speaking of social media, what's something on your social media that you feel has really brought in more followers, more viewings than any of your other posts? Has it been like interviews, just you, or like what do you say is like the number one thing for you? There's different forms for sure. Interviews can go, but the root of it is how do we as a brand provide value to the audience? It's not so much about what we like, it's how do we provide value. So then whether it's interview forms, event recaps, or talking bits, or even like in podcast forms, is the topics, the conversations. How does that offer value to the audience? And we prioritize that, and then we also have cool event recaps or like just kind of highlights that are like high energy, and it's all part of our media strategy. It's like we're constantly trying new things. So when trying like all these different new things, like interviews and putting clips and videos and recaps, what is your long-term goal with that? Like, what is the? It's just consistency. Just consistency on the social media side. I'm a firm believer that if you have a business in 2026 and you do not have social media, you won't make it. I agree. I don't see a path for you to become successful. Do you think that Instagram is going to change? Because you know how back in the day, like Facebook was like the number one. Instagram is constantly changing. Yeah. Now, what the biggest change in the algorithm lately is you used to have a follower count used to matter. Not so much in the last 3 years. You can have 10 followers, 100 followers, and still have a high chance of a good piece of content going viral. It's not so much about how many followers you have anymore. Like anybody, as long as you have a good content, the algorithm will push it. Well, the engagement probably is like the most important piece, right? The likes, the comments. Yeah, it's the engagement, it's the views, it's the reach. That's what we focus on. And so then the following count doesn't really matter. But then that's the beauty of it. Like everybody has a chance to. We're in the I would say we're in the easiest marketing era ever. Like it does not get easier than this. I mean, well, you're not having to invest like thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah, like people get this twisted. Like billboards cost money, magazines cost money, TV ads, whatever. It all costs money. Social media is free. Like, I mean, yeah, you can run ads, you can pay to run ads, but like, it's free. Yeah.
Well,
so
if the quality of the content is good,
for
you don't
sure
even need to pay for it.
So yeah, and it's like obviously you don't just pick up a phone, start Instagram, and all of a sudden you know exactly what to do. Like it takes time, you know. Like getting out of the military, I didn't have any. I didn't even really use social media. It was just something fun to look at. I never really post, and then once I started the business, once Swae started, then I was like, okay, I knew I need to post more content, and then and yeah, it's been 8 straight years. Let's see, 8. Yeah, it's been 8 straight years of consistent content every single day.
What's something that you feel like that you, I don't know, that you learn the most with like social media? Like what's something for you that's like, man, I keep doing this and nothing's working, and then all of a sudden you do this one thing, and then all of a sudden you just have like
if something's not working, it's not going to work.
So just basically you can't throw something against the wall and then hope it sticks.
No, because so the strategy is I always try to post a very similar, like every time we put out content, we're testing that form. So if it's a pic, let's say if it's a carousel of like 2 slides, like two, like divided in the middle, where whether it's horizontally or vertically, I'll try a format at least 100 times. So then I have the data to say whether this type works or not, right? If I'm consistently doing that, and then I'm getting like no engagement, everything is lower than usual. After 100 times, I know like this ain't it. Swap it out. But
try something different.
But even in the testing phase, I'm posting 100 times before I say this doesn't work.
That's crazy.
Right? So like so then a lot of times people post a few times, they might be that when you're fired up, like you can do anything. You post for a week or two and you're like, all right, nothing's happening, and then you fade out.
Yep.
And
that's how I feel all the time. It's like I'll be on this on fire, then all of a sudden I'm like,
yeah,
I need a little break.
Yeah, like
it's a lot of work.
So when people give up after like a week or two, I'm like, okay, like it takes me. By the time you do all that, I'm testing a form, not even the whole strategy, just one form. I'm testing at least 100 times before I even switch it up.
Are you doing it on your desktop or are you doing it from your phone?
I do it both.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like that's just like one form, right? We're not talking about interviews. I like switching up the grids for the photos, carousels. Like, am I adding more designs, like more reels, more talking bits, more highlights, recaps? So I have a good idea what type and what format of the content is likely to get engagement right away.
Well, I mean, what's the key to that? I mean, just taking a ton of B-rolls, ton of pictures.
No, it's not even that. It's just consistency. Just do it. Like people think people will compliment us on our marketing, and it's great to hear. Not that that's what fuels me, but it's like you see the final product. Yeah. But you didn't see the 8 straight years of producing.
So do you think it's more like consistency over talent, or do you think it's both?
No, it's just doing it. It's just doing the work. Like it's like the saying about photographers. Your first 10,000 photos are ass.
They're throwaways. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just doing it. Like people see the final product, just like you don't see, like I said, you don't see the 8 years of constant trying to figure it out. And like sometimes, like if I want to humble myself, I will scroll all the way back to the beginning of like the multiple pages.
I'm gonna have to scroll all the way back just to see.
Yeah,
your first photos.
I'll scroll all the way back, and I mean it's gonna take you a minute to get all the way back to the beginning. But like I will look at it and be like, yeah, this shit was ass. Like yeah. It was not pretty.
Do you remember the old editing styles on Instagram? Just like you'd only get a choice of just filters. Now they have like all these different apps that you can edit photos, edit videos.
Like I mean, you couldn't even schedule content until like a few years ago, I think. So
is that what you do? You schedule your content, or you just post
a lot of our content are scheduled. Yeah.
What do you find is like the most like prime time for people to get on Instagram and actually engage?
It depends on your audience. Yeah. What's the product you have? Who you trying to reach? The timeline is different, and all of that is within the, like, the platform would tell you.
Yeah.
Like, most people don't even bother looking into these analytics that's already included in your on the platform.
Well, even with Meta.
On a platform that is free.
Yeah. Well, you also go into Meta too. You know,
everything.
Meta.
Yeah, everything.
I like the interviews and I like the carousels. Like when I see someone's Instagram page, I love like the interviews. I don't know why. I mean, I won't listen to the whole thing, but I like watching a clip of the interview. I also like to see the carousels. Like I'll notice myself like flipping through the photos.
Yeah, it's just about trying new things, trying different things, and like trying out different styles and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so far it's been, it's never ending. We're still figuring things out. We're still trying to. We're always looking into new trends, and meanwhile we're exploring all of that. There's still people that doesn't believe in.
Which is crazy because social media, I mean, it's like you said, it's free marketing and a lot of people use it. That's where they get their information from, is social media.
When I do consulting work, like sometimes it's crazy that I'm even telling people like, start posting. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that was like the advice like 20 years ago.
And do they look at you like with a deer with headlights? Like, well, what do you mean? Just start posting.
Like people need to stop giving a fuck about what other people think.
Yeah. Like,
I get no one, I get like everyone has the different tolerance level and comfort level, but like, and even for me, like, to say that like everybody cares to a certain degree,
you have
like
to.
No one's ever like, yeah, I don't give a shit about what anybody says. It's like everyone cares. It's just a different tolerance, and like I care too, but then I try to. Sometimes you have to differentiate the fact that whoever it is that's causing you this nervousness or it's making you not produce those content, like, they don't pay my bills.
I mean, that's true.
You don't pay my bills, and it's just like, if this is what's gonna help, whether it's make me happy, whether it's like help me produce a brand and grow a company, it's just like, why is the opinion of a stranger like?
Well, then what's the difference between opinion and feedback?
And sometimes it's families too. Sometimes it's like your friends and families that are like giving you shit about it, and just like, yeah, I think it's I had to come to the realization, just like, yeah, this is who I am, this is what I want to do, and I'm willing to face. I'm willing to take this head on, right? And it's like, if like friends and families, like you roast each other, like give each other shit all the time, and but ideally, like they want you to succeed, and just like, okay, if it doesn't have to align with anybody else but me.
Right.
This is my thing. It has to align with me, and then the rest doesn't really matter. It's just noise.
So then, going back to what I was asking earlier, what would you define as, like, what would be the difference between like feedback and just people's opinion, like, and keeping them separate, right? Like feedback, like, and being like positive, constructive criticism, and then opinion just being like, that ain't shit,
I mean, I think you can take it to.
Because everyone's got an opinion, and people always want to give you some type of feedback.
Yeah, I mean, it might work. I think I listen to it to a certain extent. Like, I don't mind feedbacks. I don't mind like constructive criticisms and all that.
But what do you think is like the best piece of advice that you got that was somewhat very similar to like constructive criticism, but instead of being offended, you kind of took it and then put it to use? Like, what's something that you can remember from your past in business?
Something from the past that I took it to use. There's probably a lot. Yeah, there's probably a lot. But to not overcomplicate it, as long as it feels right with how I want to move, how I want to scale the brand, how I envision the brand identity, then I just keep it at that. There's really nothing more to it than it's like, does it make me happy?
Yep.
Does it make me feel like fulfilled?
Or better yet, is there like ever an opportunity that you felt like you missed, that you go back, you're like, man, I really wish I would have taken advantage of that opportunity? Or you're like, no regrets?
Opportunity in like business?
Yeah, business.
No. I don't regret anything.
Well, because it leads you all the way up to this point.
Yeah. If anything, there was a lot of cases where I'm glad I didn't like go through.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, because like business can, like, not all friends are meant to like do business together.
I mean, that's true. It can actually cause a big division between the two people.
Yeah. Like, I think, because sometimes you like, because of the friendship, like you bypass or ignore certain things, and then things starts to get, like numbers starts to get involved, and things starts to get funny. You start to like move different. Yeah,
But how do you become like straightforward with people? I always find that like, especially like even friends in business, or if you have a business and you become friends with someone, it's hard to be straightforward with someone without them being offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that there's been situations even in my business where if I say something, because I know how the person's personality is, they're going to be offended. Now, it's hard to offend me. Like, I mean, it takes a whole lot to offend me. I have a high tolerance of thanks to my mom, I just have a high tolerance for it. But a lot of people, believe it or not, I feel like are a little bit more sensitive, and they feel sometimes it's a personal attack. You know, how can you convey your message without someone feeling offended? Is that even a possibility?
Oh, for sure. I think it's a skill. I think it's a skill in communications, and especially if you're in like the hospitality industry, the service industry. Like, a lot of times it's just people reacting on emotions. It's when someone's already reacting on an emotion, like, the last thing they want to hear is calm down. Oof. You know what I mean?
That's like the worst thing that you can say to someone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so last thing they want to do is last thing they want to hear is calm down, or and also like, it doesn't make it any better if I'm like clapping back at it, or like if I'm now really getting into the argument.
How do you know when to walk away when you're just like, all right, this isn't serving anybody? How do you walk away from that?
Because in my experience, a lot of times it's never about me. It was never about me to begin with. It's because of the situations and circumstances and because I'm the one in charge, it happened to be about it. Like, I happen to be the one that's catching it, and it's like I over the time I really try to have more empathy, more patience, and just like whatever you're upset about, I know it's not about me. You're upset about a situation.
Right.
So how can I make this right? And in some cases, it's like there's people you work with that they're like going off on things that's not within your control, and like, you're not gonna bring fire to like you're not gonna pour gasoline to a fire. Like,
no, of course not.
So I try to just, and even if it's like situations where I know, this relationship's over.
Well, I think also like choosing the right words. I had to explain something to my son the other day. He was, my daughter's thinking about moving out with him, and I was explaining to him some concerns I had, and he's like, I'll take it into consideration. And I said, John, that's a very passive way of saying that you don't give a damn. And he's like, no, it's not. I was like, yes, it is. I think wording is also.
He's talking to your oldest?
Yeah, my oldest son.
Did he move out here already?
No. So him and his friend were going to move out here, but then he got deployed. So his friend is still coming no matter what. And so So my daughter uses the opportunity to say, okay, maybe I'll go move in with them.
Yeah.
Which I understand. Even though
is that the plan?
That's the plan. I mean, listen, this is the plan.
In Tacoma?
This is the plan that they concocted. So she's trying to tell them, like, Tacoma is not it. Like, don't go anywhere over there. It's just in the places that they're looking for. My son's a cheapskate. And so I'm trying to explain to him, like, hey, I'm concerned about this. This is, your sister. And then he says, I'll take it into consideration. And, I just go from 0 to 100 because I'm like, that is so aggressive, like passive aggressive. And he's like, no, it's not. And I had to explain to him.
Okay. I feel like it's different between like a parent and child though.
Well, I mean, okay, so
like that dynamic is completely different.
What if you and I were talking, right?
Than like a business aspect.
Yes, but if I'm talking to you and I'm saying, Jason, like I have this really good idea, this plan, it's awesome, it's going to be this and this and this, I'm excited about it, and you're like, yeah, I'll take it into consideration, and then you go back to wherever you were doing, looking off in a different direction.
I already know because that's not what I do.
Well, I know.
Like I'll tell you
because
straight up.
You're a great communicator.
I'll tell you, sis, I don't like that.
Right, but that's how it should be. That's how it should be. And so instead of just saying, "Hey, you know what? Just trust me. I got this. I'll make sure she's taken care of." That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
But because for him it's such a passive thing, I'll take it into consideration. That is to me just it's so passive. Like if I'm looking to hire someone, I'm like, I'll take this resume into consideration. Most likely I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to bypass it. Like I've already put in my head, seeing you, talking to you, everything. I've already made my assessment very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And so to me, I always say I'll take it into consideration as a way of saying like I don't give a damn.
So he learned from you.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Is this a different conversation, Jason? What do you mean learned it from me?
Well, because you said you'll say I'll take it into consideration.
Well, I don't. But that's the thing is I don't say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't say that. What I'm saying is if I'm in an interview, if I were to say that, it's almost saying like I've already pictured in my head, like I've already looked you up and down, sized you up, and I've already formulated my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like that's what that is. And so for me, it's wording is everything. Communication is everything.
Take it into consideration. I don't think I've ever said that. Yeah, that's not part of my...
But I think that takes time, though. I mean, I think for developing brain, I think that takes time, years of experience, getting past like the...
Not even that. I just say it. I just really try to... Because like, growing up with people-pleasing tendencies, like, it took me a long time to like really get to really evolve that personality or that trait that I have. And I mean, now it's like I think it comes with age too. Where I'm like I'd rather just tell you right away that I don't like this idea. I wouldn't want to put my name on it.
But it also saves so much time. You can get so much done if you just say exactly what's on your mind and you just get straight to the point. And a lot of people don't get straight to the point. They're just they kind of put cherries all over it. I don't want the cherries. I love cherries, but I don't want the cherries. Just tell me what it is. Even if it hurts my heart, just tell me so I can like get through it. And I find that a lot of people, it's like that takes them time to process something. And I don't, it's like, can we just get there?
Because like I do that too, where like because sometimes there's ideas that just need to marinate, where I'm like, something might sound good. And I'm like, it's like beyond what I'm able to like kind of process or I just need more time to even run through scenarios. So I'm like, I'm not sure. I'll get back to you.
Do you come up with a lot of ideas all the time?
All the time.
Okay, so here's the biggest problem that I have is I have ideas too, like all the time, right? And then when I say them, people take them for serious, which, I mean, that's cool. I'm sure people have to. But a lot of times I'm just spitting out ideas. I'm like, I'm not there yet. I haven't like formulated the plan.
Right.
Right now this is just talk. And I might not even go down that route. Do you find that some people are like, well, but wait a second, Jason, you said this. And then you have to go back and like, that was just a thought. I'm just processing things out loud.
Not really. I mean,
is it different for men than it is for women?
Oh, I don't know. I feel. I mean, okay. There is definitely a difference for sure. Like men and women just operate different, and I think what's like. I think in the general public, like it's men what's the stigma? Like men tends to be just more blunt.
Yes, women have to explain all the details.
Like sometimes maybe less overthinking.
Yeah.
But and also men lacks attention to detail. Like so I get it. I get it, but yeah, I just try to be straightforward. I mean, as like event production company, like if we don't have ideas, then we're kind of fucked.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you on that.
It's like we constantly have multiple ideas going at the same time. It's just like what's all kinds of different factors, like timing. Does it make sense? Should we do it here? Like who's involved in this? And like, oh, who's paying for it? Like, do we have the money for this?
Yeah. But I think it goes back to what you said, though, too, earlier. You said consistency. And I think consistency and attention are key, because without consistency, you wouldn't be able to figure out, like, okay, this works, this doesn't work, we need to try this, take this out, It takes time, consistency, patience. Like I said, people look at what we built. It's like... Well, what's something in this podcast that you felt like, you starting from the very beginning, that now it's like what is this, like our fifth one, that you feel like, okay, I want to, it's not what I expected, or I expected this, or we need to do more of this. Like, what's something for you since the very beginning of doing this?
Something that like stood out? Yeah,
something that stood out, something that maybe you didn't expect.
I don't think there's anything that, because as far as like, because I don't know, I think just how, even when I was in the Marines, I was in logistics too.
You're Marines.
So like I'm always planning ahead. Like I have an idea of what the day looks like. I have an idea what how the structure is going to be, how an event's going to look. Marketing ideas, marketing strategies. Like I have an idea how things would go. And I don't get too high. I don't get too low. It's just like. So we talked about consistency, right? And I think another thing that's just as important, if not more important, is accountability. Like anything that happens, anything that goes wrong in my brand is my fault. 100% is my fault. Like doesn't mean I'm like, pouty or degrading or like shitting on myself. It just, I'm not crying and be like, oh, why did this happen to me? Or why did I do that? Just like, it's my fault in a sense that I am the owner.
Right. Absolutely. No matter what.
When the events are going great, I own all of that too. When we getting recognitions, when we're getting shout outs, when we're getting put on magazines, like, oh, hell yeah, I did that. But when things are I won't say falling apart, when things are not going well, right? When events go wrong, when there's issues, there's whatever the case may be, any discrepancies, errors, I have to own that too. Like, that's my fault. It's my business. Like, when the staff underperforms or if a staff made a mistake, like, that's my fault too. Because who hired them? Who trained them?
Well, what's something that you look for when you interview people? What's something for you that it's like a red flag, and something for you that is, that's the selling point for that person? Yeah,
I mean, just like you gotta. It just depends on like the personality, right? Like the nature of our business is different. It requires energy. It requires attention to detail. Think outside the box. And it just, I mean, what we do has so many wide variety of tasks and like objectives. So there's also behind the scene. We have people behind the scene that doesn't go on camera.
Yeah.
We have people that are general staff. We have administrators, the roles. We have operation roles. There's marketing side, like content creators. Like, so every role is different, but it's like, can you take ownership of your job and your responsibilities?
Is there like a red flag in a person that, and it doesn't have to necessarily be business related, but is there something, any red flags that you feel like you missed on purpose just because you genuinely like the person? Like red flags that you've missed on purpose.
I think I used to do that when I was younger, but becoming a parent, we'll say in the last 5 years, becoming a parent, becoming becoming a husband, and again, just getting older too. Whereas like I'm very straightforward in how I want certain things done. Like, this is what I expect. I actually prefer to hire friends and family. Like, I know that's kind of like the big no-no.
Yeah.
You know, like, what was saying, like, don't shit where you eat.
Pretty much.
Right? Like, but I actually prefer to hire friends and families. Because ideally, they care more about what you have going on than a stranger.
But then just because they also care more, there's more emotion. So
but what I do is like I make it very clear. These are the expectations. The moment any of these doesn't get delivered, we cannot work together.
That's a hard conversation.
You have to understand. Not really. You have to understand it, and I have to understand it.
But so with that being said, would that be something that you have to set forth at the very beginning? Because if you
for sure, yeah,
okay,
that's the first conversation. It's like, this is my livelihood. This is how I feed my family. This is how I pay bills. This is how I stay alive. And this opportunity for you means I have to trust you to deliver, get things done. And of course, the nature of our business, we do a lot of fun things just as event productions. And it's like, we can have all the fun we want, but these boxes has to be checked before that happens. And yeah, I just make it as straightforward. Like, if it doesn't sound like you can do it, let's not do it.
Was there any time in business that you work with a family? Well, maybe you can't say it's on camera, but any family member that you regret hiring, or kind of put a damper on your relationship?
A family that I regret hiring, I don't think. No, I can't say. I mean, maybe I've been lucky too, because I mean, like, business definitely does require a little bit of luck.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Or a lot of luck, really. Yeah, I mean, just by laying out the expectations as like the first step, like, that eliminates a lot of things. And I've also had people go like, you know what, like, I don't think I should. No, hey, all good. Yeah, like, and then when expectations are clear, people know what to do, and like they come through for you.
Because that would be like an awkward family barbecue to have, staring at each other from across the room, like, oh my god.
I don't got a big family, so like there is no family barbecue anyways. So I'm chilling.
So it's just you and your sis?
Last time I saw my sister was like maybe like 10 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's a long time. She's like a completely different person at this point.
Yeah, last time I seen her was maybe like 10 years ago, I think. 10 years ago.
I think it's time for another family reunion.
She's busy doing her own thing. I mean, we're cool. We're not like beefing or anything. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't really see. Yeah, I mean, it's just like growing up.
She can come out here.
Growing up without both parents, like I put more effort into, like, blood means nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, I've had friends along the journey that treated me better than family, than like blood family.
That's crazy.
So my perception on, my definition of family is very different than like I said, blood means nothing to me.
I just found out what blood is thicker than water meant, like probably about 3 years ago. I always thought that it meant like families sticking together. Like, it means it's always about the family, but blood is thick, man. They can give you a blood clot. Yeah. And it actually means the opposite. Blood is thicker than water.
Blood is thicker than, so it's like what? It's
family can definitely give you some heart attacks.
Pause.
Did we set it on 40 minutes?
No, it's going up.
Okay. That's good to know. That's another thing, right? Another thing we just add to that bucket of gotta learn. So that's fine.
Family is, family is, to me, is who gives you the same energy. You don't have to be blood to receive that unconditional love.
That's true.
And, time change, people change, and, it's, I've also had people where I haven't seen in a couple of years that anytime we link up, nothing's changed. We pick up where we left off.
Do you feel like your life is different? And when I say different, I don't mean like now. Do you feel like how you grew up with your sister and you, do you feel like you guys live two different lives?
Oh yeah, for
how
sure.
So?
Between my sister and I?
Yeah.
Like, well, because I left the house right away when I was as soon as I turned 18. I went straight to the Marines. So then I had to figure out like who I am as, because I mean, barely graduated high school. Like that's like 18.
What made you want to go to the Marines? I mean, that's just.
So I knew I wasn't good in school. I knew school was not it. And then I seen, I've always just seen like recruiters. You know how like recruiters are.
The marketing game for Marines was.
Man, fuck these guys. Hey, fun fact.
The videos they would put out back in the day, it just made you, it felt like cinematic.
I'm in one of the Marine Corps recruiting commercials.
We gotta bring this on to the podcast. That's funny.
But like sophomore year, I mean, it started with when I was like a sophomore. I would see like Marine recruiters, just all branches.
We got to pull out the old high school photos.
Because I would see all branches, and then Marines got like Marines have the best uniform. Period. Like
go Army.
Like the Army uniform, like they just look like pickles. Like. This is a fact. Like the Marines have the best look. The dress blues, woo.
Okay.
God damn.
Okay, look, well, I don't know. The Army, they stepped up their game the last few years.
There's too much shit on the uniform. It's
all right,
just
there is a lot. It's
just like, what is all this shit? Like, let's dial it down.
Well, I don't know too much about the Marines. Too much, only that you guys go first.
That's facts. Like, so I would see like the Marine recruiters' uniforms. And I was like, God damn. And then,
like that could be me one day.
Yeah, and these fuckers are slick too, and so it just kind of like I always had in my thought about. I was like, okay, maybe that's a route, and then
were you trying to go like make it a career, or was it like
no, just to do something? Because I really I had no interest in going to college, so I was like, all right, and also I didn't even know if I was going to graduate high school.
What?
Yeah,
you? No,
yeah, for sure.
Like, were you hanging out with bad people? Shout
out to Miss Atkins. Like, she really looked out for me.
Oh, dang.
Like,
were you that bad? Damn.
I see. This is the impact of growing up without either parents. There was no structure.
But you live with your aunt, right?
Right. But also, like, I love my aunt and uncle. Okay, I love them all my heart, but it's not their job to raise me. There was 4 kids in the house.
I mean, do you think that that's what happens to a lot of kids, not just without parents, but
like they provided for me.
Right.
I was fed. Like I had a roof over my head. I have a bed, but it's not their. I understood it's not their job to raise me as like a kid, even though I was a kid. So that's the part that really impacted me in like especially the 20s. Right, you start to make a little money. You start to like have more freedom.
What's that car that people always buy? Well, males. Anytime they go into the military, everybody knows when these young kids go because they always buy a car on their first check.
No, I didn't buy nothing crazy.
Was it a Charger? That's what.
No, I bought like a mid-size SUV. It was used. I bought a used SUV.
Was that your very first car?
That I bought, yeah.
Wow, that must have been a good feeling though for you though.
I was like maybe 19, 20. Yeah, it was a used car. It was nothing like shiny about it. It was a car. Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of like what happened. And then then senior, like I think it was towards the end of junior year, I start to like, things start to get serious because like it's time to like sign contracts, you know.
Which is scary.
Yeah, it's time to sign contracts, and I was like, okay, which branch do I want to go? And I'm kind of like scouting them out, and then
that Marine ad came on, and you were like,
no,
done.
actually, I almost went in the Army, because the Army was offering me, I think it was 14,000 in signing bonus, like at the age of 17. Right?
That's a lot.
They're
for a
like, hey,
17-year-old.
sign this, 14,000 in your bank account. I'm like, woo. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay. And then, you know how like recruiting offices usually all next to each other. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, let me see what the Air Force got.
I heard
like,
the Air Force pays.
I was like, all right, I'm not smart enough to be in the Air Force. I was like, all right, this ain't it. So I'm like, okay, let me see what the Navy's got. I'm like, okay, lower than 14,000. And then I get to the Marines. Right, the last one, I was like, all right, let me see if they got anything. And they're like, I was like, okay, Army's offering me this. Like, what kind of program incentives you guys have?
Negotiate.
Yeah. I was just trying to see like what that number looks like. They go, get the fuck out.
And you're like, sign me up.
I was like, huh? They're like, this ain't for you, son. Get the fuck out. I was like, what? I was so stunned, and I was like, huh? I was like, Army's over here. They're about to pay me 14,000. It's like, they're like, yeah, you're gonna get one of us killed. I was like, holy shit, and that stuck with me I couldn't sleep for like days.
That's crazy.
There go, it's people like you that get us killed. I'm like, what?
That's such an impactful. God, that is such an impactful thing to happen that you're up for like a whole week. Just something like that in your life.
I was
that
up, maybe not a whole week. I was up for a couple of days, just thinking about that. Like that was in my head for a long time. I was like, what just happened?
Did you accept it as a challenge?
Oh, for sure. They were just like, you're not good enough to be part of us, and we don't want people like you.
Did they expect that you were going to come back? Were they surprised when you saw?
I fucking came back. I was like, I'll show you, I'm good enough for this. They were like, we're not giving you anything. It was just like,
dang.
They're like, we're not giving you
Jason.
anything. It was like, if you want money, go next door. Like that's where you belong. But I'm like, they were just like, you want to be part of us? Like, well, first of all, we'll see if you're even good enough. If you can even get through to be part of us. I'm like, let's go.
Wow.
So I was like, fuck the money.
Crazy.
I was like, fuck the money, fuck everything else. Sign me up right now. Let's get it. Yeah, and then so
we're getting to know Jason's personality deeper.
I signed. So I was like, yeah, fuck that money. I don't care about any of that. Sign me up. I'll show you. I'm good enough for this.
How was that first day at basic?
It was rough. That was rough.
Were you having regrets? Were you?
I was having a lot of regrets.
Too late. You already signed on the dotted line.
It was so new to me.
Owned.
Everything was so new, but it was like kind of fascinating, and I was super nervous.
You know, isn't that crazy that if you look at like videos or photos of people that are around your age going in, like anytime I see a picture of a kid going, I'm like, he's a kid.
A kid, yeah.
I mean, you're
I was
giving
a kid.
these kids guns. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like that going in that first. I think it was the first. You go in. Because you don't really sleep, you know what I mean? Like they're constantly just thrashing you, like all around the hours. And then there was that first week, I think I maybe slept like less than 10 hours. That first week, and and everything is like all intentionally like to challenge you mentally.
Did anyone drop out? People start crying.
For sure. You just every week, people just falling out, and then.
What happens to those people? So if they drop out, because they signed on the dotted line.
So, I mean, a lot of people get hurt.
Intentionally.
You get hurt, and then you fall back. So then you fall back into the next cycle that comes through. And then you have people that just, like, wave the white flag and just try to call it quits. So what happens is they put you on an administrative, like a discharge. So you end up spending more time like there than because Marines, the basic is 3 months. So you end up spending more time just waiting to get processed out. So there was always a saying, like, the fastest way to get out of there, graduate. You want to get out of there fast, graduate.
So if you graduate, I mean, and you still want to get out.
No, out of the basics.
Oh,
the boot
got
camp.
it.
So 3 months of it, right? The fastest way to get out of that depot, graduate.
We got to see these photos.
Yeah, I have them. Like,
Who came to your graduation? Because that's a big deal, especially coming out of basic.
I got some homies from high school that came down. My aunt and uncle came down. I think my sister was there. My sister came down, and so I went into boot camp at like I think I weighed like 226 or 230. And then when I graduated, I was at 163.
Damn.
Yeah.
Your aunt and uncle must have been like, what
So on the day, and then like I'm all golden, right, in the sun all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like nice tan, and I'm nice.
Yeah.
And and on graduation day, like I seen my family. I was like, oh shit, I'm walking up to them, and then they walk right past me.
They didn't even recognize you?
No, I'm like about to hug, reaching out, and then my aunt and uncle just walk right past me.
I mean, but when they did finally see you, they were probably so proud of you, though.
I was like, oh.
But they feed you up in the Marines, though. In the military, they feed you guys and train you guys like crazy.
I mean, there's phases, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
and like in basic, you're not getting anything. You're a nobody, and I mean, different branches have different like amenities and all that, but yeah, if I could, I'd do it again. That was being a Marine was a highlight of my life for sure.
One of my dreams when I was growing up was I wanted to go into the military, and then I wanted to go into law school right after that.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
And they pay for it.
I don't know what it was, but like G.I. Jane, that movie was just...
God damn.
Yeah, that movie changed me. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to join the military.
If I could, I'd do it again.
Yeah.
Like, I love the experience. I love... I love how it's shaped me as a person and the things that I've learned. And even now, like, just the benefits and all of that has took care of me, took care of my family.
I think that a lot of kids can sometimes use the military. I mean, not necessarily going into the
think so,
military,
too.
but like the discipline, the accountability factor, the teamwork that comes with that.
Yeah, like just a sense of camaraderie and like...
I mean, there's like, I'm sure you keep in contact with some of the people that you knew in the Marines. Like there's just something, like you said, the camaraderie, the brotherhood. It's just,
Yeah.
you never lose that because you're in the trenches together.
There's a lot of perspectives because like, especially like going overseas and all that, like seeing some real shit, like,
Yeah.
And it really opened my eyes into like it's just the overall perspective of life.
Yeah.
and how good we have it here.
It'd be really cool is if Noah, like on this podcast when we're talking about that he puts like some photos of you in your Marine uniform.
I got some.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that your aunt and uncle walked right past you, didn't even notice you.
Yeah, that was fun, and that was like 2000.
Did you have basic in California?
Yeah, the Marine basic is West Coast is in San Diego, and then East Coast is in Parris Island, South Carolina.
And you're from San Francisco.
Bay Area, yeah.
It's not too much. They could have probably drove, right? A few hours.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jason's got some stories.
I got some. I got like just. I'm working on a book. I would love to. That was one of my life goals. Publish a book.
That'd be good. You know what? I don't know what you looked like as a kid coming into the country. That'd be a good first picture on the book.
I got some pictures. I'm sure I got some pictures too. I remember there was this phase where I tried to grow long hair. That was not it.
I've seen what your hair kind of looks like growing out a little bit when you didn't get your hair cut yet.
Like,
yeah, the big waves. What was it, like Jimmy Neutron?
no, I'm going for the Johnny Bravo vibe.
Oh, damn. He said Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, it's interesting how like as I get older, I'm starting to understand, when older people will say like, one life, enjoy it, because you really start to. Now I have like more and more memories that I'm reminiscing to, that I'm thinking back like, man, how fun would it be to do that shit again?
Yeah.
And like the Andy from The Office, like I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've left them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a powerful statement. I mean, definitely, like, I wish I can replay some things in life. Because, I mean, being young, it's like, I tell my daughter, I was like, enjoy it, man. It goes by so fast. I never understood what that meant when an older person would say, like, enjoy every minute of, having a kid, or enjoy every minute of your life, because it goes by in a blink of an eye. I'm like, yeah, you're just mad because you're old. And then I'm that old person now. I'm that elder millennial that we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to that one.
I mean, you are, though. You're elder millennial. Like, I'm like, if anything, I'm like right in the middle.
One of your tires might be popped later. I'm not making any promises, but it could happen.
The elder millennial is a respected title. Yeah, it's all out of love. You respect your elders.
That's true.
All right, maybe not like, but you get what I'm saying. It's a respected, it's an honorable title.
You know what I'm gonna be for Halloween? I'm gonna do something from like was it Lord of the Rings? I'm gonna be like an elderly elf. That's what I'm gonna come in as.
What, Gandalf?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna come in here as Gandalf,
you
an
shall
elderly
not
millennial.
pass, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was a good sesh.
This was a good
reminiscing
sesh. On some back in the old days.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
And we got to get pictures. The next time you got to bring in pictures.
Oh, for sure. I have. Where's my phone?
I got my high school yearbook here too. I had the brown lip liner and the frosted lipstick.
I actually I didn't even order a high school
yearbook.
Yeah. Like my senior year, I was detached. I worked at an amusement park, the Great America. Mm-hmm. And like my senior year, I had 3 classes. English, which was required. Electives, I took English, piano, and teacher's aid. Teacher's
aid is an easy class. That's just to get your credit.
That's not even a class.
It's not even a class.
That's just like you're just
collect
there.
Your credit.
You're
that's
just
it.
there to do some admin shit. Mm-hmm. Help do some paperwork. So that was my 3 class senior year, and then the rest of the time, like, I'm working at an amusement park, and I was getting it.
You making that money?
Well, yeah, because like at 16, 17, I was.
Did you have a half day at school?
Well, no, that was my 3 class for senior year. So I would show up. My first class is at like 9, and I'm out of school by 12.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you had like half days.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like, I mean, of course, looking back, I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, you probably should learn. So I didn't do like proms, dance. I didn't even go to my high school graduation.
I went to at least one prom, and I went to my high school graduation.
I think I went to prom, but I didn't participate in any other school activities. I didn't even go to my graduation. Like, I was like, because my graduating class was like 1,200.
That's about how ours was in Florida.
So I'm like, I'm not about to sit out here like mid-June.
Wait, what's your last name? Huh? Oh, your last name is
H.
All right, that's not bad.
But still, like, I'm not about to.
You know, my daughter's graduation was horrible because it was Williams W. Oh, I had to sit through all that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, just mail me my shit. Like, I'm going to work. I'm going to make money. And at the time, minimum wage was $6.75.
Damn.
And
Mine was like $5.25.
but I was getting paid $11 an hour. So you can see how that influenced. Like, I'm like, shit,
What'd you spend your money on?
just dumb things, clothes, shoes,
Gotta have the newest shoes.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an
All the
idiot.
regrets you have when you're younger.
If I could, man, of course. Now I'm like, put that in a fucking Roth IRA.
I know you and those Roth IRAs.
Put that in an investment or retirement account. Like if I,
But your younger self would have never listened to you. If you go in a time machine and you saw your younger self, you still wouldn't
I think
listen.
I would.
Really? You
Yeah.
think you would have?
I think I would. I needed the right person to tell me that. I think that's why I clicked with Alana. I was like, hey, like, time is your best friend right now. Even if you do nothing.
Well, she doesn't listen to me, so I told Ben, I was like, every time you see her, just throw her some nuggets, throw her some knowledge,
Yeah.
because she needs it, because she definitely won't listen to me. I think there's something about like not listening to your parents, and hearing it from somebody else that makes a difference.
For sure. I feel like sometimes you need a different voice
Yeah,
to be like, hey, like,
and someone that's younger,
yeah.
just
I think just a different person, different voice, like helps you kind of change it up.
yeah.
But yeah, we could go into finance a little bit on the pod too.
Yeah, that'll be for another podcast. I love that.
I like talking about finance.
Same.
Yeah. So
It's the numbers things for me.
I fucks with it.
So on the next podcast, with that being said,
Yeah.
let's talk about money.
Let's get it. It's Friday. Have a good weekend. We
Happy
are
Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, it is Memorial Weekend,
It is.
huh?
It's Memorial Weekend. About to be grilling. We grilling next week, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So-
I'm still down.